QVC because we're the only ones that have the apple coconut, and we have the pumpkin spice cakes too. And by the way, these are kosher, so with Hanukkah starting very shortly, what a great way for you to order today and get in time for Christmas or Hanukkah. Robert Katz and I were just chatting that this is a really bad show to do when you're hungry. Because there's a lot of really good food around. We're going to do this kind of an elbow bump. Okay, how are you, Robert? Welcome back to QVC. I love how you individually wrap your cakes for us every time Robert's on the air with my grandmas. Wow, do we not keep them in stock? We'd love to hear from you if you have them. I, lived in New England for about a year, and I loved my time. So you talk about amazing flavors, and it smells so good. The apple coconut is only here at QVC. Can't get it anyplace else. Also individually boxed is the pumpkin spice cake. Go to my grandma's website and see what the two of them would cost, what one would cost, and understand you're getting two of them for $39.82. I mean, this is an incredible value. You guys have been talked about on major news shows as well, right? We
have. The Today Show. I said, get them from QVC. It's a better deal, which is true.
Thanks guys.
And we mentioned People Magazine. We're so proud of these cakes. Made with no butter, no trans fats, no artificial preservatives, no artificial coloring, no artificial flavoring.
Kosher.
And they are also kosher.
Thank you. Yeah. So let's start with this one. This is the famed apple coconut. This one is only here at QVC. And a lot of times the coffee cakes, you don't have the moist and you don't get the flavor. The flavor tends to only run through maybe just the top. What I love about your cakes is the flavor is infused in every single bite.
You know what they asked us? Oh my goodness, that's so special. Those fresh apples that are hand carved. We use pure bourbon vanilla from the Bourbon Islands, and what you're tasting is a QVC exclusive. Isn't that wonderful?
It's
Taste
so
of fall.
moist.
Yeah. Some folks have actually called us in and suggested we put a little caramel on them.
Oh, I like you
We've
people.
actually even French toasted. I'm going to show you a little French toasted
Come on,
version.
Carolyn.
But some hot caramel.
I just saw you lick your lips.
My goodness,
oh my gosh, this is so good.
Right.
Can I just say, ladies, get this for your guild party. My mom had a lady friend who's now up in heaven, but a few years ago,
Wow, this is
she
so good.
used to be in the same guild as my mother, and my mother brought these coffee cakes.
Oh.
Remember, Bob, you know this story. This lady went crazy over them, and she didn't even, she missed the whole point that they came from QVC.
Right.
So she ordered them directly from my grandma's.
And paid more.
And paid more, but still said how nice the people were. And my mother said, next time, get them at QVC.
Yes,
So
yes.
I want to try that pumpkin spice.
Oh, it'll be my pleasure.
Well, me too. I'm trying both.
Yeah, let me do
Because-
that. We're going to cut the pumpkin, which of course.
And how many servings, my love? Before to me, it's always that Christmas morning breakfast when you're busy working and you need to have
Thank you.
something.
That's considered a serving, so there are
here's
14
the serving.
generous servings.
Okay, and they are generous.
This is so moist.
Cheers.
It's like
Now, there you go.
homemade Southern
Yeah.
pound cake.
Yeah.
It's so delicious.
I mean, you can just see, look at this. Like, I don't even, it's like sticking to my fork. I don't have the tines in the coffee cake. It's sticking to the tines of my fork. That's how moist it
That
is.
is better than the stuff you buy like per piece at those coffee
Oh,
stores.
by far.
And way more expensive. That's so much more expensive. This is so good.
We are so proud to guarantee that every cake that anybody receives, they share it with their friends. They taste it for the first time. They will never forget when they first tasted it.
I haven't had the pumpkin yet.
We
I'm
gonna
guarantee
go finish
every
this.
cake will be the most moist, unbelievable experience you've ever had when
Robert,
it comes to
I haven't
cake.
told you this yet, but I pride myself on my pumpkin bread, and let me
Yes.
tell you, wow on the pumpkin. But can we show everybody what you're so proud of it, is how this is handmade
Oh, I'd love to. We're so proud. We are
proudly for
made
everybody
only in one
watching.
location in Boston. Now, this is an old Eastern European recipe, but we're using pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla, the best you can get in the world, those fresh eggs, and every single batch is made by hand, 100 at a time. We hand layer the middles, and these cakes don't have walnuts in them. We're showing people pour walnuts, but in each case, they're all hand layered in the middle with cinnamon and with apple and with coconut, and then they put another layer on top, and then the cinnamon on top. They go into the oven for just the right amount of time until they rise, and we have to let them set to the perfect height. Then we flip them over, let them cool, and put them right in the box. Now, we have a crew coming in Sunday night, and they're going to work straight through till Monday morning.
bless their
This is the
hearts.
last time I'm going to be on QVC this year. So we had a crew come in and make sure we can make enough cakes so everybody who wants them for the holidays can get them.
Well, we have about 700 people waiting on the phone lines right now. And Robert, what I'm thinking is at around Hanukkah or Christmas when the family is in, the day after the big meal, everybody needs to eat something, but you're exhausted trusted, you got Grandma's coffee cake waiting. And I know I've often kept one in my freezer because of that moment when, you know, oh, let's get the girls together for tea. Guess what? I don't have time to bake. I got Grandma's coffee cake. I think every freezer around the holidays should have 2 of these waiting.
I'm going to tell a secret I've never quite told this way on QVC, but because this cake has no butter and no water, when you bake with anything that has water, we say water in Boston, or butter, it doesn't freeze well. These cakes all come in a very special freezer bag. It says in front of the box, reusable bag. Save this cake after Christmas. Use it, put it in the freezer. You get last minute company in January or February. This cake is guaranteed, because there's no butter and no water in there, to be able to cut just as fresh and delicious even 4 months, 6 months later.
And there is no auto delivery. So if I keep it in the freezer, how long can I keep my Grandma's
keep it in the freezer up to 12 months. We don't know anybody who's had the
Nobody's
wherewithal to keep it there longer than that.
Nobody's done that. But my point is, if you want to get more than one, because we're at a featured price, we just got them back in stock, and we don't have auto delivery. Like, we can't ship this to you next month and the month after that. Get the featured price, the shipping and handling is included, and then you're going to be able to get more than one. Like I said, if you think about $20 and you buy a bottle of wine and you go to the party and everybody's bottles of wine are lined up and you don't know who brought what, they will remember that you brought my Grandma's coffee cake.
We're kosher too, so Grandma always made everything with the finest and freshest ingredients.
Did you make Carolyn, he made French toast out of the pumpkin.
Yeah. We dipped it in egg and we put a little bit on the frying pan and we let it brown for 15 seconds. Within 45 seconds, a regular pumpkin French toast cake became royal French toast ready to eat.
Well, you know, us Jersey girls that love the beach know that you've got to have a grilled sticky bun. You know, that's what they do. They cut it in half and they grill it right. Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. Frankie, you know how that goes? Wow. Okay, so let me tell you, only here at QVC, Robert, this is your last presentation of the year, so happy holidays to you and your family. Again, in time for Hanukkah and Christmas. Christmas Eve is 2 weeks away. Hanukkah starts next Tuesday. So go ahead and give us a call at 3982. We are really busy on our phone lines, and this collection is only here at QVC. Thanks, Robert. Well, I'll tell you, Miss Carolyn had the Corky's barbecue double cut bone and rib chops. They looked amazing, and they are now final quantities at $65.74. Yum.